Hi guys. Today's Thinking Man Thursday is actually going to roll into tomorrow's For Fuck's Sakes Friday. And there's a damn good reason. The topic for both videos is going to be body modification. As you noted last night, I was on Brunchcast for dinner with Will, which is becoming the usual for Wednesday evenings. And, oh dear God, what the fuck? Now, I understand somebody... Oh, I didn't realize I had my pen left there. Sorry. I understand some body modification. I really do. Okay? And I do because I'm a geek. Okay? And just recently... This is going to be a little painful. Yeah, forgive the grunting and the glamorous nature of this. But I recently had a tattoo. It's still pretty fresh. It's quite tight too as well. I'm very pleased with the color. You will notice there's a little bit of asymmetry that shouldn't be there. If I'd been paying slightly better attention. This is due to a miscommunication between me and the artist. I don't fault the artist for it. But if you recognize that, I'm impressed, first off. And second of all, I'm pretty sure you were born 80s, maybe 70s. Possibly earlier, but you were a massive comic book geek. For the record, those who don't know, I'll pause this and grab the image that it's from. Sorry, that took friggin' forever to find. This image, right here. That's from a comic book from the 90s. And, yeah, you know, so it's just to make the point that I do understand why someone would get tattooed. That said, and sorry, I'm a little out of sorts this morning, so I might be looking over here, which is actually here. That's my monitor. My camera's right there. Yeah, hi. And, yeah, the thing I want to talk about is, quite literally, a thing I want to talk about. And you're shortly going to see why I call it What the Fuck Thursday this time. I was originally planning to name tomorrow's series What the Fuck Friday. But, well, actually I think maybe something more appropriate, and I am floundering a bit, I do apologize. If you want to see me stop doing that, take some of the stress off me by liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and, you know, looking at my subscribe star, things like that. Also, I very much, and I know that was a slightly smooth way to shill, but I would very much appreciate anybody who hasn't, and who does like my stuff, go over to Rumble, subscribe there, because I'm at about 24, 25 subs, I think, there now. I may have that number slightly inflated. I may have it under. I don't know. But once I get to the 100 on Rumble, two things are going to happen. One, I'm going to stop begging you to sub to me on Rumble. You know, even if you never use Rumble, if you have a Rumble account, throw me a sub. Because once I get to being to 100 subs there, I can live stream. And I can do it for free. And it's a very low number, really. And I apologize for that, too. It's kind of cold out here. But yeah, once I can live stream on Rumble, it kind of removes... Not all, obviously. I still couldn't counsel someone to commit a crime. Things like that. It doesn't remove general public legal restrictions. But Rumble does have a much more And depending on your attitude, you might say, oh, well, that's not exactly free speech. Okay, we won't call it free speech. We'll call it open speech. You have a much more open platform. There are things you can say on Rumble that you simply cannot say on YouTube because of the way the algorithm is written. It is what it is. But in any case, you are, and I do apologize if you have young children, you may want to ask them to leave the room. You may want to pause the video until they're out of the room. You may simply want to turn your phone. But you're definitely not going to want to let them see what I'm about to show you. Because, yeah, it's not pretty. Let's just put it that way. And that's not a reflection of this individual's... that's not intended to be a reflection on this individual's physical appearance. Actually, no, that's bullshit. This is absolutely about her physical appearance. Because she's altered it a little too fucking much. And I'll actually go in close so that you can see there is actually color in her eyes. She had a vivid blue added to this one, apparently because some Australian model had done it. And then she had this one done purple, though it does look more pinkish. And yes, she does have a split tongue and serious, what appears to be just full body style tattooing and scarification on her chest. I don't know, maybe she's planning to turn herself into a lizard. That might explain the split tongue. My point is, I don't think she's a bad person. I think she's a person who's made horrendously bad choices. Even her own, I believe it was 6 or 7-year-old daughter, was counseling her against getting her eyeball tattooed the second time. And yeah, this one's going to be about body modification. Tomorrow's is going to be about something slightly different. And yeah, seriously, lady, the fuck were you thinking? And you know, this is what I'll do today, is the baseline. What the fuck were you thinking? Thursday, since we're doing Thinking Thursdays. And I may actually end up changing the playlist again, the title of this series again, to simply Thinking Thursday. Or, you know, I may bracket that with a WTF, WY. What the fuck were you thinking? Thursdays. But, yeah. And I realize I've almost finished my smoke and come very close to 9 minutes with nothing really said. Because this... Okay, I'll give you my personal emotional response to this. I am saddened. I don't pity this person. They made their choices. But I am saddened that someone had such... And if you look past all the modifications, she's not a bad-looking woman. She's got kids. So obviously someone saw value in her. I know. But the thing that's really doing me in about this is that here's a piece of natural beauty, a woman, who has essentially mauled it to the point that that beauty is being lost. And while I'm an atheist, there are certain actions that people can take that I do think should be considered sinful. One of those is to attack a child's innocence in any way, shape, or form. But another is to attack beauty, to damage beauty intentionally. Now, I understand that this woman probably thought it would make her, or at least it would make her more beautiful in her own eyes. And that's fine. The problem is now she's going blind, which is absolutely sad. She has several children, and I saw in the article that I pulled that picture from, I saw no mention of the father. If there is a father, then good fellow, I hope you were prepared that this might happen. I mean, you're talking about somebody tattooing their eyeball. There was always a chance you were going to go blind. And I know there are guys in my comment section who are going to go, no, she's a dumb bitch and she got what she deserved. Fair enough. But guys, honestly, can you really look at this mother and think that this is completely acceptably, karmically justified? She has children. She has people that she has to take care of. Sorry, let me rephrase. She has people she has a responsibility to. And she's failed that responsibility miserably. And there will be others who probably only watch my content on occasion who are thinking, well, how dare you? She has every right to make her own choices. No, you don't. Not once you have kids. Once you have children, you take on a whole new set of responsibilities. Later, cold. Not surprising. That's running out as well. But, dear Christ, why would you do this to yourself? Why would you look at some fuckwit model a million miles away and think, yeah, I'll do that? Seriously? Yeah, okay, obviously she's not particularly averse to following trends. The whole split tongue thing freaks me out. And for the life of me, I can't understand why you would do something like this. I truly can't. I understand getting a tattoo. I understand getting multiple tattoos. I'm planning an entire, probably half sleeve of geek stuff on this arm. But why on earth would you ever think getting your eye tattooed was a good idea? I mean, even the first person who did it, I'm thinking, what the fuck were you thinking? These are the windows your soul looks out of to deal with the world. And you're going to tint them. You're going to take a chance on damaging them. Why? What? Silence you. The thought process that went into this is beyond me. Completely beyond me. Now, perhaps it's because I personally value my eyes very much as a woodworker and as someone who likes to write, someone who loves reading, who loves to interact with the world just through the visual medium as much as possible. I mean, even just as someone who wants to be able to see where they're going in the run of a day when I'm walking around. I don't understand this sort of risky behavior. And it makes it even harder to understand when you take into account that this person has children. Or at least a child. I'll assume only one child for now, but I do believe the article says that she has multiple. I will link to the article in the description as well. But what possesses you to go and have your eye tattooed? The first one. Just the first one. It's the second one that got infected and now is causing her to go blind. Potentially. And in the article, she even says, if she had it back, if she had it to do over, she still would have gotten one of her fucking eyes done. She'd have just gone black with one. What? Do you not realize that the fluke is not the problem with your eye? The fluke is the good eye. I mean, at least in the space race, when things went wrong and people suffered or died, there was some sort of grand fucking goal related to it. What's the best possible outcome here? You have a funny colored eye. Okay. What? And again, like body modification, I've got 2 earrings. Piercings and tattoos, I understand. And I suppose I could understand wanting color in your eyes. I mean, I'd be kind of cool if my eyes were probably like the shade of gray behind or where the whites are. I'm not a big fan of the color white. But to get it tattooed, no, I'd never get it tattooed. But then I guess, if you think about people who go and get body modifications, like the guy with the metal Liberty spikes in his scalp, people who split their tongue, I don't understand you, and I never will. Yeah. Yeah. I'll never really understand why you would do something like this. And that's before you throw in children. You have a child to take care of, and you made this kind of choice. I don't get it. So, I'll finish with the part for the guys. Guys, first off, don't date women who would do shit like this. They don't make good choices, which means they don't make good mothers. Which means they don't make good partners. I mean, leaving aside the irresponsible nature of this decision when it comes to the fact that she has a child, and the absolutely stunning fact that she would still have gone and gotten a tattoo anyway on her eye. This is a person who shouldn't be trusted with money. I mean, it's not like getting your eye tattooed is cheap, I'm sure. I have a suspicion that this is a single needle, single touch kind of job where it's pink, 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 pink. And in the article, she points out she believes that the tattooist went too deep. It's your fucking eye! You're getting it stabbed with needles over and over and over. There's no way to stretch that surface. Of course it's a bad idea. Of course there was massive risk. For the life of me, I don't understand. And, I mean, I'm going to keep saying it because I just don't get it. Anyway, guys, I mean, I'm coming up in 20 minutes and I haven't said really fuck all. So, give me your thoughts. Tomorrow's For Fuck's Sake Friday is going to be a little bit more in depth on this. And, yeah, let me know what you guys think. Give me your hot take on the topic. The article will be linked. Have a quick read through it. Come back. In fact, for once, I'm going to give the Chrysanthemum Corps a little bit of a challenge here. I'll give you a little bit of homework. Go and read that article, and then give me a comment. Let me know what you really, really think about this, as much as you can. If you want to do a response video, tag me, and I'll have a look at it, and we'll have a conversation. If we end up having a conversation back and forth on YouTube, all the better. Yeah, this one freaked me out to no end. Anyway, I hope you're having a good day, and I hope you continue to have good days. Rise and rise again until lambs become lions. Bye-bye.